Hi, everybody. So, I wanted to talk to you about homeschool and autism. So, I did have Micah in the public school, and it just didn't work out for us. And since I had decided to leave my place of work to spend more time with my children, anyways, I was home with my daughter, and so I decided just to take Micah out of public school and to homeschool him. We use Classical Conversations, which is a Christian-based homeschool curriculum, and it's worked really, really good for us. I love the idea that we still have a community. We do. Sorry, the light is really weird in here. We do a community day, so he gets a classroom setting and everything once a week, except for in the summertime and during all of this going on right now. So hopefully we'll be able to start in the fall just like public school. If not, then we'll just be home. But anyways, he gets a school interaction, classroom setting with other peers. So far all of his peers are neurotypical kids. They don't have ASD. So when we're at home during the summer, I have started just doing homeschool one day a week for Micah, because the scheduling is so important for Micah. He has to have a very strict schedule. That just helps us avoid a lot of meltdowns. And regularity is good for really any kid, but especially a kid with autism. And so therefore my daughter, who is neurotypical, benefits from the schedule also. So anyways, so today his dad, my husband, was home, and so he was helping Micah, and I was helping our daughter with her school. She's 4, so, shapes and colors and counting and that sort of thing. And Micah, he is struggling on reading and the alphabet, where he's better at math. And so him and his dad were working on reading, and we had started reading while his dad took a break, and he read Once Upon a Time, no problem. Once I read once, because that was a harder word, so I explained it to him. Anyways, and then it was like the mouse said, I'm boring, or I'm bored, or something like that. And then he read all of that, no problem. And then he was stuck on the word he for like 20 minutes. And then so I made him go and get in his swing and swing for 5 minutes. And then his dad got done on his little break and came out to help him. And they tried for like 20 minutes, and I don't even think they got past he. So then we decided, Micah actually awesomely decided that he figured out that he knew that he needed a break. So he went and said, okay, Dad, so first we're going to eat lunch, and then I'm going to come back and finish the book. So that was amazing, because normally we try to figure out what he needs. So the older he gets and the more that we talk about his needs, the better he is about recognizing his needs, whether it's a sensory need or even just a potty break and those sort of things. Like, you might just think, well, that's, weird. Like, he's 7, he should be able to tell you what he wants. Well, with a kid with autism, they don't always know what they need, I mean, they don't even necessarily know how to describe what they're feeling. So by giving them the words and the understanding, that empowers them to know what they need, as well as the more research that we do as parents, then it gives us, okay, we can put a word to that. That's stimming when he's flapping. Or we know that the thing that's been bothering him forever is the type of clothing he's been wearing. He likes to wear softer clothes without tags, that sort of thing. So that was amazing. We'll call that a breakthrough, that he was like, okay, Dad, I think I need to eat lunch, take a break, come back, and then try again. And he didn't even try to smooth talk us by like, I think I need tablet time. Because he could have totally done that to try to get out of, homework and reading, something that, like I said, he has a harder time with. But he recognized that he was hungry and he was willing to come back and try again. So that's awesome. So something that has worked for us, and what finally kind of got Micah's brain working with math, was I used a visual thing. And we have these little plastic blocks. I'm sure they're used for something else, for like building shapes. I can't think of what those are called. If you can think of what they're called, comment below, so that we all know what I'm talking about. But so we use those blocks instead of beans, because my mom always used beans with me, and I didn't really have any dried beans, so I just started using the blocks for Micah. And because there are different colors, he can visually see now that 3 blues plus 3 yellows equals 6, and now that's actually a math problem that he can just say in his head without having to visually see it, and visually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something else that has taken a while for Micah to learn is, for the longest time, he couldn't count past 4. What I mean is, he could see 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? But he would have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. He couldn't just see 4 and go 4. I know that's 4. He could see 3 and know that that's 3 without counting 1, 2, 3. And the more that we do it, the better he's gotten, and he can visually see like that there's 3 and 3 and that's 6, like I said. But that took him a really, really long time to be able to recognize that. So, baby steps. I mean, maybe some of your kids are really, really good at reading, really good at the alphabet, where Micah struggles with F's. He calls them fees. He struggles with recognizing E's. I always have to associate it with something. His uncle's name is Ethan. So how he remembers how to draw E is, I say, like Uncle Ethan, and he remembers how to draw E. A T, I say, he's like, what's a T? I say, like a cross. He remembers how to draw a T when I say that. G's and Q's are really hard for him. So it's weird because he can read better than he can memorize the alphabet, like what that specific thing is. But I still have to remind him what the letters are, the ones that he doesn't know. So those are the struggles that we are having. If anybody has any ideas, that would be great, because I've used certain books, and they were way more confusing than they were helpful. So if you have any ideas, that would be great. We use the Walmart books, the Learn to Count, kindergarten, like the big kindergarten books. Those are really good. Right now he's still on the first grader books on reading, and we're still doing them for math until fall. But the beauty about homeschool is I know where his strengths are and where he needs improvement. So he'd technically be half second grade, or not quite into second grade, even though he'll be going into second grade. But there's still things that he's a little behind on. There's things that he's ahead on, so he's not going to get passed over like he would in public school. We can continue to build on his strengths and work on the things that he has issues with. So, that's just what we do. Some people have really good luck in public school with their kids. And praise Jesus, I really wish that we would have had a better public school experience. And if you want to email me or comment below, on your experiences. I would love to hear about them. You can also email me at greenlover00@rocketmail.com. It's all lowercase. And just reference my YouTube channel. It's an Autism Mom thing, so that I know what you're talking about, or what you're referencing, I should say. And if you have any questions or ideas or anything, I am so happy to hear, would be so happy to hear from you guys. So thank you. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications on new posts. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for even watching. Love you guys, and God bless.